All right. Bit of a late, not late, a last minute cast here tonight. But we're going to be doing Indomitable versus Solar. So it's going to be an interesting match to watch. Indomitable being a master team. I couldn't really find Solar on the VRML, so I don't really have any stats to look at. They're going to be a bit of a wild card tonight. So we're going to see how that goes. I've played with a couple of the members from each of these teams, and I kind of have an idea of how they're going to play and what kind of tactics they're going to use here. But we're going to see how, right now we're going to be seeing how Indomitable works and how if Solar can counter that at all. A major push here from Indomitable right up to that 8-site wall, getting that wall ready. A very classic play, but if it's done right, it works. Dr. Turret early with that kill, taking Parrot. Stewart committing that smoke, able to find Dr. Turret, a bunch of fire coming through that smoke. Stewart very, very hurt here. Indomitable still outside of that site. Paladin repositioning to assist here with EDO. Gravity able to find Crimson. Frostbite putting that EMP down, Gravity on that flank, able to find one, but Frostbite is able to find that refrag, finds another on Stewart, EDO and Paladin in the back of that site. EDO's kind of hurt here, that EMP going down, EDO looking for that shot, it looks like it was an audio bait. EDO going down to Frostbite, putting Paladin a 1v2 in the back of that site. Brabadabado watching from that breach, those pre-fires coming out, it's not going to find. Frostbite going down to Paladin, a reposition here from Brabadabado, going back outside. Paladin very, very hurt here, that EMP is down. If Brabadabado can get a good position before Paladin goes for that defuse, they can take this win here. The time is in Indomitable's possession right now. Brabadabado on that window. It looks like they caught that audio bait. Swinging down, Paladin calling that out, able to find that kill. And getting that EMP wide open for that defuse at 23 HP. Getting that first round for Solar there. And starting off with a defender's win. Let's see here. A very good start for Solar there. I don't think they're going to commit to a buy. Paladin going with that Vezin. Paladin being that the final survivor in that fight. That's going to hurt Indomitable's eco. They're going to have to pistol round again. Solar, since they lost so many players in that fight, they're also going to have to save again. So it's almost like a second pistol round, if you want to think about it like that. So it's kind of like a redo here on this on the garage kitchen side bomb site. Very, very interesting to attack. You see a lot of teams going from B site because you can get so many of those walls open and have so many angles to assault from. Indomitable kind of splitting up here for their assault. Waiting for those pre-nades to come out. It looks like they did, but they're not going to find Parrot in that laundry room, trading some fire out. Dr. Turret leading that charge with that drone into the site. Dan taking some fire from that nade. Another nade coming out from Parrot. Finds two in garage, slowing that approach down. Parrot getting aggressive there. Crimson able to find EDO. Dr. Turret repositioning here. Crimson's very, very hurt. Gravity coming down the stairs. Crimson is so hurt in the back site. Gravity's not going to commit to that, bringing it to a 3v4. Brabadabado coming to assist. Gravity putting some rounds down range towards Dr. Turret's position. Those wallbangs coming through. Crimson able to find Parrot. A reposition from Parrot here. A bunch of shots coming out. Dr. Turret able to cut off that flank, bring it to a 2v3. Turning the tables in Indomitable's favor. Paladin in the back of that side with that Vezin still in possession. Stewart repositioning to assist here. They have that wall set up. That wall going open. Paladin with that Vezin able to find Dr. Turret. Crimson still hurt with that EMP, not able to put it down fully yet. A bunch of trading shots here. Crimson's able to put that Vezin down, opening up another angle, bringing it to a 1v2. Stewart repositioning back to that connector, able to retake that Vezin. That's going to help a bunch in this fight. Crimson calling that position from connector, but Stewart's repositioning along, not falling for that bait. That EMP going down in an interesting spot here. A wide defense here from Indomitable. The time is now in their favor. Stewart from the flank with that Vezin, trying to get possession of that site again and get that EMP diffused. Crimson behind the boxes here. Stewart taking it slow up into Laundry, crossing that offside. Crimson spotting them out. Some trade fire from Stewart here. Those wallbangs coming out. It's not going to find Crimson. Stewart repositioning that door. The time is running out. They have to make a play here. Crimson holding that position. It looks like Stewart's going to saving that Vezin. Is it a save or is it just a full total reposition? It is going to be a... Is it? I think it's a save. Crimson going for the chase. They want to get possession of that EMP. Grab-a-dab-a-doo, moving fast. Stewart able to find one. Finds a second. Shutting that down. Shutting down the hunt for that kill. But that EMP going off anyway. And that round going to Indomitable. Looks like Stewart's confused why they pushed him like that. I mean, it was a save round and they had that EMP down, so they could have done it anyway. It wouldn't have really hurt their eco that much. Look at the Vezins from Indomitable right now. The same coming from Solar, just completely, a completely even playing field this entire match. Keeping those Vezins in possession for both sides. Stewart repositioning back down to back down to the gym there, just to try to keep that possession. They knew that it was not a good idea to go for that EMP, especially when you're in a fight with two players. Even though Stewart had that eco advantage, Stewart didn't want to risk it, especially on round 3 when those Vezins having that early lead, especially on defense, is so important. We're going to see, since it's evened out now, we're going to see how Indomitable plays those Vezins and how Solar tries to counter these movements. A basement site here. Again, a split-up play from Indomitable. Dr. Turd again leading that charge with that drone. Stewart already took some fire here. A little bit hurt, but still in possession of those weapons. A major assault from Indomitable into storage. The defense here from Solar trying to cut off that approach. Kind of keeping Indomitable in that far door. Turd's able to commit and get that nade out. It's not able to find a kill. Crimson able to find Pyro from the back of that connector. EDO able to find the refrag on Crimson. EDO very hurt here. Frostbite able to find Paladin on that flank, cutting that off, bringing it to a 3v4 in Indomitable's favor. Gravity moving up to that stair. Are they going to go for that flank? I don't think they're going to go for the flank here, or they're just trying to get a position on that staircase and keep Indomitable from flanking. And EDO able to find a kill on Dan. Dr. Turk calling that out. A reposition here. EDO able to find Frostbite, putting that nade. Dr. Turk taking the nade from Frostbite and going down. Putting Brabadabado in a 1v3. It's going to be another save. This time from Indomitable. We're seeing a lot of saves this match. They were just not able to get the momentum that they need to get all the way onto that site. Just getting cut off by Solar there in that storage area. They just couldn't get onto that site, get that EMP down, get those walls all the way open, and take out enough Solar players. Oh, they did get that EMP down, but is not able to fully plant. The counter there from Solar just cutting off that play entirely. Another save here. This is the second save of the match. It's interesting to see, especially this early in the game on I think this is map 1. I joined a little bit late, but I think this is map 1, so we're seeing a lot of saves on these first couple rounds, and they're just keeping these Vezins in possession the entire match. It's going to be interesting to see how Indomitable plays their defense. Are these baits here from Brabadabado? It looks like they're having a conversation with Gravity at the bottom of the stairs here. Yeah. Whoa, Gravity going for the kill there. A reposition. That round ending in a tie, or in a that round ending in a save. Interesting to see. We haven't seen a lot of saves, especially during these scrims, because it's a scrim. You don't usually teams like commit a lot more, but Indomitable's just not able to get on that site and get that momentum going, get onto that get that EMP down and planted. They were able to get it down, but not fully planted. We're gonna see if they've learned from that past round. Try to get onto that site and get that EMP planted, turn the time in their favor, and get a couple rounds, even it out, or take the lead. Indomitable losing a bunch of their money there, their eco, having to save. Frostbite's able to buy Vezin. Completely the opposite from Solar. All Vezin here, those high power weapons that just turn the table in a lot of these fights. Indomitable's gonna be hunting for those Vezins, trying to take possession of that high power weapon and even it out. Again, a garage push, a true trusted play of hideout here. That drone going out. Dr. Turd already taking some fire. That nade from Gravity is gonna find Crimson outside that door, finding an early kill on this round, on round 4. The pinks now coming through from Indomitable. Dan moving into garage here with Frostbite, not opposed right up to that door. Dr. Turd watching that flank. Gravity behind the piano here, repositioning, able to find Dan. Not overextending, the smart play here. Frostbite looking for that refrag. Not going to find that smoke, cutting off that viewport from Gravity there. Another window getting opened up. Dr. Turd moving into Laundry here, trying to get another angle onto that B site. That wall going open. It's B site's very exposed right now. Solar repositioning to reinforce it. That Ensign going out to completely cut off that approach. Gravity on that flank, hunting for the kills here in that garage. A 3v5. A very tough spot for Indomitable to be in. Dr. Turd taking that kill on Parrot with that Spectral, putting that Vezin down, and bringing down the numbers of Solar. Another reposition to Laundry, getting that secondary wall open. This is what you want. You want to get as many angles open as you can. Paladin able to find Frostbite, shutting down the only Vezin from Indomitable. Stewart from the back of that side is able to find Dr. Turd, cutting off that final approach, just completely shutting down the momentum from Indomitable and just keeping them off the site the entire game. Forcing Indomitable to hurt on that eco again. They're able to buy, but it's gonna hurt. I think we're seeing. Are we gonna see a Cyclone come out here? This late into the game, it is interesting to see that, but their eco just keeps getting. Indomitable's eco just keeps getting hurt here. They're just not able to get a foothold on the site. Solar's just keeping them off, and keeping that momentum down from Solar, from Indomitable, and just not allowing them to fully get a foothold. Get a foothold. A rebuy from Indomitable here, trying to get a couple more rounds here. A balcony push. Interesting to see. Not an A push, which is different. It's definitely different. Gravity repositioning back to the B long. That nade going out, but it's not going to find it. Almost caught Frostbite there, but it didn't. Just able to move out of that area fast enough. Gravity in the back of that murder box. Dr. Turd. Frostbite Crimson in the master bedroom here, getting that wall open onto B site, or setting that wall up on B site. Pirate Parrot, whoa. Playing from that, behind that bomb. Fire being traded from that B-long area. It's not going to find anybody. EDO able to find Frostbite. Where was that? I think it was from that A hallway. Kind of a slow play here from Indomitable. Just taking their time, playing it smart. That wall is still primed. They're not committing to it yet. A bunch of wall bangs coming out. Gravity baiting shots maybe from blind fire. Definitely getting called out by Dan there. Dr. Turt alone in the master bedroom here. That wall going open. EDO getting aggressive. Able to find one. Able to find a triple. Dr. Turt now alone. Able to find that refrag on EDO. Able to find another. But Paladin shutting that down. And getting another round for Solar. The teabag from Gravity. The motivation from Solar must be so high right now. But Indomitable still has one round. They could bring it back on defense. It is the first map of the... Or that is the first... I think it's the first map. I think it's the first map of the night. So they should still be getting used to playing. Maybe still getting warmed up here. It's going to be interesting to see coming map 2 and map 3. How the teams adapt to each other. But the first map is always so interesting to watch. Because it's just new strategies and just... aggression from both sides. Another B-side push here from Indomitable. Interesting to not see Cellar yet. I would expect them to push Cellar by this point. Especially, I think this is the second time they played this site. This basement site. So it's interesting that we haven't seen that push yet. That wide angle getting opened up by EDO. Turt calling that out. Able to find EDO. Shutting down that flank. The wallbang coming through. Frostbite setting that wall up. Getting that nade way out in the back of the site here. It's not going to find anybody. Dr. Turt on that breach. Most of the Indomitable players repositioning above the site. And getting these hatches primed up into storage. An alternative entry point here. Getting a bunch of these walls open. Paladin able to find Dr. Turt, putting that EMP on the ground. Crimson trying to retake that EMP. They didn't. It looks like Solar didn't realize that EMP went down. Crimson able to go right into storage. That hatch going open. Frostbite and Dan getting fast. Moving into that storage. Those wallbangs traded from both sides here. Across there from Frostbite. Crimson able to find Pirate in the back of the site. Paladin in connector getting called out. That smoke cutting off one of the angles for both sides. Frostbite getting that another wall set up. Brabadabado's able to get that EMP set down though. Crimson able to find Stewart. A wide reposition here, or a wide position here from Indomitable. Gravity getting fast on that hatch. Able to find two. Paladin able to find Crimson. Brabadabado now alone in a 1v2. Gets shut down by Gravity. That EMP wide open. A complete retake by Solar there. And opening up that EMP. That quick hatch play from Gravity just shutting down Indomitable's play. Like I said at the beginning of the match, wild cards. So let's fix the. There we go. All right, Indomitable's gonna be playing defense now. Oh no, we might have lagged out. No, we didn't. We're good. We're good. Indomitable's now on defense. They have one round. So they might be able to retake here. They might be able to turn this match around and win map 1. Or will Solar just completely shut them out and get the first map under their belt and force it in a 2-map game. We're going to see. Reading the chat here. When do I think competitive is coming out. I don't know. I think it was going to come out maybe at some point this year. Maybe sooner than we all think. We're going to see. I don't really know. I think it should be on the roadmap in the armory. That hatch going open. Another angle to assault from. Pirate getting... or Parrot. Wow. Getting fast. Moving to that balcony. I think it's going to be an A push. It looks like it will be. EDO with that EMP. Gravity has that breaching foam. They're setting up that wall. A classic A push here. We saw this from Indomitable. It worked. Or it almost worked pretty well. Those nades going way out. Able to find two. Frostbite. Finding Gravity and Parrot. EDO almost getting caught out there. Finds Crimson with that one hand. Bringing it to a 2v4. Or 3v4. Paladin repositioning here. Stewart very, very hurt. That wall is primed up. That smoke just completely cutting off that angle and shutting down that eye line from Solar. That hatch going open. Dr. Turd able to find a kill. Paladin repositioning. Turd able to find another. Stewart in a hiding spot here in the back of that corner. Finds Dr. Turd. Stewart able to find Brabadavido. Running off that side from Master Bedroom. It's going to be a reposition here from Stewart. They can afford to save here because they have such a powerful lead. Frostbite and Dan repositioning to that murder box area. Or that ammo crate. Getting a strong position that B long. I think it's going to be a save from Stewart. They have such a strong lead. They can definitely afford to do a save right now, this late in the game. Or will Stewart commit? Will Stewart go and try to get that first round? I mean, it could work if they commit now and try to get that next round. It won't really matter. It is a pistol round. A reposition from Stewart here. Completely changing the sides of the map. Moving through the lobby area, it looks like Frostbite and Dan have taken up hard points in A site again. Getting control of that site, that EMP. Almost in Stewart's possession, moving up the stairs here. Taking it slow, they're at very, very low health. A single shot from a single one of those guns from Indomitable could spell the end of the round. That nade going out right in the back of that site. It's not going to find, but that's going to give them the cover to get that EMP down. Frostbite getting aggressive. Dan also getting aggressive. That EMP not yet planted. Frostbite shutting that down and getting another round in. Another step towards that retake. Again, since they have that one round win, they don't have to fight for a tie yet. If Solar can get another round, they can force Indomitable into a tie. But if Indomitable can keep this up on defense and just keep Solar from getting another round, they can completely just retake this map. It's anybody's... I mean, it is in Solar's favor, but it could be anybody's game right now. We're seeing some retakes from Indomitable. A commit from Turt there, buying that Vezin. Like I've been saying, that high-power weapon. Turning the tables. And just changing the battlefield. Another save from Solar here. From that losing that pistol round. Parrot's going to be running that drone, leading that charge into server, or into a garage. That pre-nade coming out. Frostbite shutting down that drone early. Now letting them get a bunch of information. Dr. Turk with that Vezin, laying some fire down into that back, that outside area. EDO looking for some shots here on the Indomitable players. That EMP getting traded out to a player with a little bit more health. Dr. Turd putting some rounds in, able to do some damage to Gravity. Frostbite taking some damage as well. No kills yet. Gravity's very low on health from that shot. Dr. Turd with that Vezin is able to find a kill on Paladin. Interesting to see. I thought Gravity would go down first because of that low health. Dr. Turd watching behind that van, able to find Stewart, able to find another on EDO. Parrot and Gravity together on that outside behind that, or next to that tree, trying to get back into that map. They're stuck outside from that defense, or from Indomitable's defense, just not letting them into that site, letting them inside the building at all. Parrot does have possession of that EMP, but they're fighting those Vezins. Turd able to find a kill on Gravity, and able to find another on Parrot. The tables are turning. That Vezin doing so much work there. And just bringing back, or just totally shutting down the momentum from Solar there and keeping them off that site. Or off the map entirely. Just keeping them outside of the points and the building itself. If we look at the eco from both sides here, Dr. Turd able to keep possession of that Vezin. Most of the Indomitable players able to buy two. We're seeing that Oral come out. It's interesting to see, especially from a Master team. You don't see it a lot. So we're going to see how that gets put to use here. Solar also able to buy. They're trying to shut down this final round and get, or keep, Indomitable from getting that a couple more rounds here and bringing it closer. They're trying to shut it down right now, get that 6th round in, and win tonight, or win first map. Gravity and Stewart moving together in the master bedroom here. A commit to that B, not a commit to that B wall. Gravity hunting for the kills in the B long. Crimson behind that murder box with that Vezin. It's gonna be a fight here. Stewart coming to assist Gravity, setting off that proxy. Crimson able to find Stewart. Dr. Turd able to find Gravity. Paladin able to find the refrag. EDO able to find another. Dan refragging EDO. Dan able to find Paladin there, bringing Parrot to a 1v3. That nade going in the back. That's the B long. It's not going to find a kill though. It's not. I don't think it's a smart idea to save. They have to commit to something or risk giving Indomitable even more breathing room. That EMP not yet in Parrot's position or possession. A 1v3 here. They have to get that EMP back before Indomitable realize that it's down and attempts for that retake. It's in their possession, but they just don't know it yet. Parrot repositioning to that rooftop, looking for a stairway assault here. Dan and Frostbite together. Frostbite repositioning here. Dan alone in that B long. Parrot is close, watching for Indomitable to get a little too excited and hunt for these kills. What is the play going to be from Parrot here? I don't think it would be smart to save. You don't, especially with these retakes from Indomitable. They could get the round back. Frostbite calling them out is able to find Parrot before they can reposition, bringing the match ever closer. 4 and 5, 1 point off. Solar still in that lead. They're going to take a huge hit from that eco, though. Solar forced into another save. Indomitable just able to rebuy completely. Looks like Crimson's not going to be able to buy Vezin, though. Never mind. It looks like Crimson is going to be able to buy Vezin. Is that a Knut from EDO there? This late in the game, it's interesting to see. This game, super close for both sides. We're seeing almost a complete retake by Indomitable. Solar just getting shut down on their offense. Almost the exact same that happened for Indomitable when they were playing offense, just not allowing them to get onto that site. Let's see if these Vezins from Solar can these Vezins from Solar can turn the tables again. EDO able to find Brabadabato with that Knut. Gravity with that info peak. EDO able to find one. Dr. Turt able to find Stewart. EDO just able to commit to that site. Whoa, I didn't even see the EDO got all the way in there. What a fast commit from EDO. And getting that 6th round, shutting out Indomitable on map 1. All they can do now is save. Wow, I just completely missed that that insane play from EDO there, just finding so many kills and getting all of that onto that site. A top floor play. Has anybody gotten... No. I don't think anybody's gotten the EMP down in B site yet. We've seen the EMP go down both times in A site, but they were never able to fully plant it, and when it was fully planted, it was diffused, like, almost immediately. So maybe they're going to take that into account here and switch up the plays a little bit. I think Paladin's going to be going from below the site. Gravity's alone on the balcony here. Indomitable's eco taking a hit from that loss, but not too much. Able to buy Vezin still. Dan's going to have to save with that Spectral. That hatch going up and another angle to attack from. That drone going out. Brabatabato watching that drone. Crimson on the top of the bed here in the bedroom. Brabatabato able to find EDO. That early kill. Able to find another. Gravity hunting for that refrag. It's not going to find. A 3v5 here. Gravity able to find Frostbite. Hunting for... Getting called out. Hunting for the kill here on Brabatabato. Those blind fires coming out from... That B long. Gravity just outside that smoke. Stewart able to find one. Finding that refrag on Brabatabato. Parrot passing off that stem. Getting a little bit of health back here. Slowing down the play. It's a 3v3. It's even. But Dan has that Spectral. Gravity calling out that position from Crimson. That nade is not going to find this, but the trip mine is. Gravity going down that trip mine, bring it to a 3v2. Could the tables turn here? A reposition from Stewart and Parrot to the skylight. That B long is completely undefended at the moment by Indomitable. If they commit now, they could make it onto that site and shut down the game for tonight. That's not going to happen, though. Crimson repositioning to hold down that site. Those blind fires from Parrot are not going to find. Kind of a scramble here from Solar. Round 6. They have 6 wins right now. They have a strong lead. Dan still with that Spectral. Reposition from Parrot. Dr. Turt is watching that window. They know that they're there. Parrot taking it slow. That weapon's probably getting called out here, but Parrot's faster. Able to find that kill. Probably getting called out now. Crimson repositioning that door. Parrot moving fast up to that hallway. Crimson able to find the kill on Parrot. Putting Stewart in a 1v2 with that Vezin, but Dan has that Spectral. That might be a disadvantage. Can Stewart? If Stewart can take Crimson and make it and force it to just that Spectral, they could bring that lead in. Crimson in A side with that EMP in possession. That nade going out to Stewart's feet. It's not going to find. It's doing some damage. Stewart calling out Crimson. Knows that they're there. The time is running out. 25 seconds. Stewart has to make a play here. Dan on that flank. It's going to be a pinch here from Indomitable. Dan taking it slow. Stewart getting shut down by Crimson. Bringing it 5 and 6. Solar still has that lead, but Indomitable is bringing back the game on defense and just able to find these kills. Let's see here. A major buy from Indomitable here. Round 12. This is the decider. If map 1 goes into a tie, this is going to decide if map 1 goes into a tie, or if Solar can just shut down the master team here and get that 7th win. and win map 1, get that early lead for map 2. It seems that the teams are getting a little bit warmed up now. We're seeing a lot more aggression from both sides. These pinches, or how Plormy says usually, these bear traps from both sides, just shutting down a bunch of Solar's plays here. It looks like Solar traded in Works. A fresh player. Gravity getting past that EMP. Is it going to be a garage push again? We haven't seen any A pushes on the site yet. That nade going out right to Turt's feet. No, it's not. Was it not Prime? Dr. Turd able to find EDO, able to find Gravity. Probably now getting called out. Frostbite repositioning here. That flashbang is not going to find anything. Frostbite able to find Stewart from Melandry. Parrot with those blind fires. Crimson leaning out that window is able to find Parrot, putting Works in a 1v5. Crimson's hunting for the bait here, or he's baiting those shots, those nades coming out. A 1v5, a tough spot. This could mean everything. Works has to get the win here, or risk putting map 1 to a tie. But they do have that Vezin. It's kind of evened out here. Frostbite peeking out, goes down to Works, but probably calling out that position now. They all know that Works is here. A reposition from Crimson is able to find the kill on Works, bringing map 1 to a tie. The game is now anyone's match. We're going to see what map 2 goes into. Let me check. Let's put her in the intermission screen, and let's check that. Let's check some scores here, and let's try to guess. Talk about that. Let's try to guess what map's going to be next, and talk about some stats. That first round going into nobody's hands. Let's try to see here. Let me pull up the stats and see which map they might choose next. I'm seeing a lot of wins from Indomitable on Ship, so that might be the next map if they do decide to play to their strong suits here. Ship is interesting to see because it's not the newest, but it's a newer map to VRML and to Breachers itself. And the VRML is what I'm going off of here for the scores. But it's an interesting map to see because it's newer. You're seeing some new strategies get formed from that map. So that might be the map of choice here if Indomitable does pick. Yes, it is going to be Ship. Almost a perfect call there. A little proud of myself for that. Right into map 2. Wow. Let's switch back to that comp angle. Indomitable's going to be playing defense. Ship, as far as I've seen, it's a pretty defender-sided map. And we've seen Indomitable's defense on map 1 is very, very strong. The same could be said for Solar. So it's all going to be up to their offense now. It's going to be an interesting map to see here. I can't really pull up the stats for Solar, so I don't know how they're going to play this map, knowing that Indomitable has such a strong grasp for this map and such a strong win percentage. I think it was around 80%. We're going to see how and if Solar can repel that and get a couple rounds on Indomitable before they get defense. The strongest part of this map. That wall getting primed up by Gravity. It's going to be an A push here. Kind of a split up A push. Frostbite. Going to be the roam for Indomitable. A reposition from Stewart. That wall has not been blown yet. Usually we see the walls get blown up immediately, but from these teams, they take their time. They get set up before they fully commit to that wall. Frostbite calling that out, opening up that window, but EDO's faster, able to find the kill on Frostbite there. Parrot getting that nade in the back of the site. It's not going to find. It did some damage, though, but it's not going to find the kill. That Ensign shutting down that assault from Solar. It's going to keep them outside from that breach. Dr. Turk getting called out there by Stewart. Repositioning back into the site. Those nades going out. Gravity committing to the B site. Dr. Turk in the back of B site. Brabadabato able to find one. Parrot able to find another. Brabadabato finding that refrag. Crimson able to find Works. A reposition from Crimson is able to find Gravity, putting Stewart in a 1v3 on that flank. Dan able to find that kill, giving Indomitable that first round. And that eco boost. Moving into round 2, they have that first round. They're going to start off strong. A defense win. A first round defense win for on ship is so strong to have. Like I was saying earlier, we're going to see how both these defenses play. We're seeing a strong defense from Indomitable at the beginning here. Can Solar adjust enough to shut that strong defense down in a very Indomitable-sided map? But again, we can't really see what... Or at least I didn't look hard enough, I guess. But we can't really see the stats for Solar right now. So I don't... They could be... They could have really high stats for this map. I wouldn't know. Is there going to be a hatch play from Solar? I think it will be. Yeah, hatch play from Solar. Works moving alone onto that balcony here. That hatch going into the command or the bridge here. Crimson with that Vezin, EDO and Works committing through that hatch. Crimson able to find EDO. Works able to move far into that room. Those nades going way out. Stewart taking a bunch of damage from that back hallway. Those wallbangs coming from Stewart. They're not going to find any kills, though. Works and Parrot moving together from that hallway. Gravity repositioning to assist Stewart here. Wallbangs from either side. Gravity taking some fire. Dr. Turret in the back of that hallway gets shut down by Gravity. Wallbangs from Crimson, it looks like. No. Who was that from? I think it was from Parrot. Those pings coming through. Gravity getting called out. Frostbite able to find Stewart on that flank, calling out Frostbite. Gravity, Parrot, and Works moving together in a 3v4. Indomitable very, very hurt. Almost all their players almost below 50 HP. Gravity moving alone into that hallway. Able to go far. Frostbite in the back of that site, calling out Gravity. Are they able to find that stem? They were able to find the smoke. They're going to... Is the play going to be a smoke play here? That smoke cutting off that approach from Indomitable. Gravity going down to Brabadabato. That Ensign shutting down that doorway, bringing it to a 2v4 against those Vezins, fighting those Spectrals. Indomitable's not getting too aggressive here. They're letting Solar get aggressive and overextend. It's working in their favor. Works repositioning here. Brabadabato has a very strong angle in the middle of that comms room. Or that command room. Solar still has possession of that EMP. 1 minute left. They have to make a play here. Crimson close on that tight right. Stewart. Or Parrot repositioning here. Taking some fire from Crimson, but not enough to kill. Indomitable just able to hold that site. 40 seconds here. Solar has to make a decision. They have to play something. Frostbite calling out Parrot. Able to find that kill. Putting Works in a 1v4. Getting shut down by Crimson. Indomitable having that 2-round lead now on defense. On ship, you want to have that early, a very, very early lead when you're defense. So you can have... So you don't have to fight for as much when you turn over. When you go over to offense. And it looks like that's what Indomitable is doing right now. But Solar has just has to get one round before they turn over. Just get them that little bit of breathing room that they need. to possibly fight for the win tonight. It is anybody's game, that first map going to a tie. So this map could be the decider of who gets that early lead, or that mid-game lead, I should say. And who ultimately wins tonight's match. I don't know if they're going to be going to 4 maps. They might just be going to 3. The standard for most of the comp players here. We'll see. If they tie up every single round, it might go to a tie. Or it might go to a 4th map. Solar just completely unopposed onto that hatch. It's going to be a fast hatch push. EDO committing, able to find Dr. Turk. Dan finds that kill on Gravity. Gravity able to find one. Parrot able to find Dan. Dan able to find EDO. Crimson on that refrags, able to find Parrot. Works in the site completely alone here. Where's Stewart? Crimson able to find Works. Putting Stewart in a 1v2. That fast play getting shot down by Indomitable. Stewart's at a major disadvantage here, especially fighting those Vezes with that Viper. Oh, that proxy just completely setting off that approach. Alerting Indomitable to that position. Crimson able to find Stewart from that doorway. A complete shutdown of the play by Indomitable. A complete retake here. That play from Solar, so close to working, but they weren't, or that response from Indomitable just completely catching Solar off guard. One second here, let me adjust some things. One second. I swear I won't miss the round. I just gotta fix some stuff real quick. There we go. Alright. Oh, it looks like Solar's gonna be able to buy here. But Indomitable has such a powerful eco right now. It's gonna be a struggle. Works, able to commit to that hatch. They're running that Knut. It's gonna be interesting to see here because it's a very powerful weapon, especially at these close ranges. Gravity's able to find Crimson. Those nades coming out, calling out Gravity's position. Turret, able to find Works. EDO finding that refrag. Pirate, move, or Parrot. Wow, I keep screwing that up. Getting that wall set up. That proxy, that proximity sensor just completely alerting Parrot's position. That hatch going open. EDO able to find Brabatabato. That nade doing a bunch of damage to Dan. But Frostbite's ultimately able to find the kill. Gravity finding Dan. Frostbite able to find Gravity, putting EDO in a 1v2. Or a 2v1. Shutting down Frostbite. And getting that EMP down. Getting that first round under their control. Bringing it a little closer. They have that breathing room that they need. Whoops. I'm kind of, like I said earlier, I joined this kind of late, because, kind of last minute, but I'm still trying to work some stuff out real quick. So excuse the silence. Indomitable's eco hurting after that last round. Not able to buy again. Only 3 Vezins on the table. That bedroom window getting opened up. That drone coming out. Crimson able to find EDO. Frostbite in that bedroom. Close on that angle. Hearing Parrot. Not able to find that kill. Brabadabadoh in that red hallway. Watching that angle. Parrot watching that long side. Crimson in that room. That hatch going open. Able to find Gravity. Works. Able to find that refrag. Finds another. Putting Brabadabadoh and Dr. Turd in a 2v3. A reposition here back into that B side. Parrot almost finding that kill. Works trying to get that wall set up. Getting that wall set up in a B side. Stewart in the medical bay. Kind of a split up play here from Solar. They have that breathing room, that 1 round win. For when they go into the pistol round on the on turnover. Works with that EMP. No major injuries from Solar here yet. Still all very high health. A 2v3. Looks like Parrot's going to be going for that hatch above the site here. Another hatch getting opened up. That hatch is going to put a wide angle into that site. Getting a bunch of sight lines in a B site. Pirate able to find the kill on Brabadabadoh there. Stewart watching from Medbay. Bring it to a 1v3. Turk in a tough spot here, but they don't have a good gun. They have that Spectral. Can they get a couple kills here and maybe retake possession of one of those Vezins? Works committing to B side or to the B side here. Stewart watching from the cover. Dr. Turd still in connector. Works repositioning, trying to find a defensive position. The EMP is down. It's in their control now. The time is in Solar's favor. Dr. Turd in connector. A very tough spot to be in right now because they have to fight those Vezins. Works. Tie on that angle. Turd is able to find the kill, though, with that Spectral. Able to retake a Vezin. Parrot on that hatch. Do they have an angle on that EMP? I think they do. Dr. Turd calling that out. Doing some damage to Parrot, but taking some damage in return. Those wall banks from Stewart are not going to find. Dr. Turd getting aggressive on the outside angle. Able to find Stewart. Parrot bringing it to a 1... Or Dr. Turd bringing it to a 1v2. Turd watching from that hatch. They know that Parrot is up there. Some fire exchange. Moving. Making Parrot reposition. The time is in Parrot's favor. Baiting that audio and is ultimately able to find the kill on Dr. Turd. The retake, not possible. Or so close. But Parrot was just able to shut that down. Solar taking a big eco boost from that win. Those high power weapons coming out again, especially on the site when you're on a defender-sided map. With Indomitable's history, you want those Vezins, you want that high power and that long range. That's going to force Indomitable to kind of invest here, or not invest. They're kind of sending it. They're 3 Vezins, but that's gonna hurt their eco. It is round 6 here. This is the turnover round. So major sense from both sides. Look at the utility from Solar. Stewart able to find Dr. Turd, an early kill. So much util from Solar. Let's see if they can put that to good use. Another bridge assault here. Gravity moving from the bottom of the stairs. Brabadabadoh again in that back, in that strong back position. Frostbite moving to assist. EDO getting that wall set up. Able to fully commit to it. Stewart finding a kill on Crimson. Dan looking for that refrag outside that window here. Stewart just baiting shots. Brabadabadoh able to find Gravity. That nade going out. It's not going to find. Frostbite and Brabadabadoh moving together. Works. Able to find Dan. Frostbite able to find Parrot, putting that Vezin down. Brabadabodo able to find EDO, putting Works alone in the back of the hallway here. Able to find Brabadabodo. Frostbite alone in the site in a 1v2. A tough spot. They have to cut off both assaults now, but that EMP... They haven't retrieved that EMP yet, but does Frostbite know that that EMP is basically in their possession? They're going to fight the pinch here from both those hatches. Works hunting for the shot here. Frostbite watching that tight angle. Called out by Works there. Stewart on that hatch too, looking for shots, waiting for Frostbite to overextend and find a shot here. Finds Works. Stewart still on that angle, taking it slow, not overextending. They do not want to bring it to a tie or lose, or they want to bring it to a tie. They don't want to lose this round here. Looking for that pixel peak, is able to find the kill on Frostbite, bringing it to a tie on turnover. Indomitable now playing on offense. Solar now having defense. Almost a completely even playing field now. 3-3 from both sides. I wonder who... It's anybody's game right now, seeing that first map went to a tie. And the second map is a tie again. Again, anybody's game. Looks like it's going to be a, what is this room? A fire safety room. It's the fire room. Parrot playing close. Crimson on that window. Indomitable all moving together. Kind of in a pinch type of position here. That drone leading the charge in the fire room. Parrot getting shut down immediately by Crimson. Dan able to commit to that green engine. Some wallbangs coming through from Stewart. It's not going to find the return wallbangs from Dan, and Frostbite hunting for kills here. Dr. Turt setting that wall up in the red engine room in engine 2. Getting that wall ready. Crimson very, very hurt here, but they have that EMP, that hatch set up, or that wall set up. Gravity playing from the back of the site here. Works moving with Gravity. EDO is on that flank, taking it slow, hunting for kills. Able to find one on Brabadabodo on that flank. Frostbite hunting for the refrag. That info peaks, able to find EDO. Bring it to a 3v4 in Indomitable's favor on offense. That wall set up, but not yet set off. Gravity getting called out here from the back of that side. That hatch going open. Both the walls opened up. Trying to confuse Solar. Gravity able to find Crimson. Frostbite able to find Stewart. Works trading some fire with Dan. Not able to find that kill. Gravity able to find one. Putting some rounds into Dr. Turt, but not able to find that kill. Frostbite getting aggressive here into the B site. Works getting shut down by Dr. Turt. Gravity is now in a 1v3, gets shut down, or 1v2 gets shut down by Dr. Turt there. Indomitable getting that 1-point lead and winning that pistol round. A good start for offense. Major buys from Indomitable here. Or not. Are they gonna rethink that buy? Crimson's gonna be the major buy here with that Vezin. Turt following their lead, also getting a Vezin here. I think it's gonna be a hatch play. Frostbite setting that hatch up. Parrot in the B side, kind of alone here with Stewart. That hatch going open. Another hatch getting set up in the bridge. That hatch going open as well. A major commit to the bridge here. Gravity in a tight angle in the back. Gets called out by that drone. Dr. Turd hunting for the kill here. Is able to find Gravity. A major commit from Indomitable. Allowing them to get all the way up to that bridge. Can they get a foothold onto that site? Crimson hunting for shots here. Works. Taking up Brabadabado's position on that command panel. EDO coming up from the stairs. Quietly taking their time up the staircase. Indomitable does not know they're there yet. Brabadabado able to find Works. EDO able to find Dan. Hunting for that refrag. Turt able to find it. Parrot from connector. Wow. A 1v4. Alone in that connector. Gets shut down by Crimson. Indomitable getting their 5th win. And getting that 2-point lead. They have a strong lead here. That's almost what we predicted with the stats earlier. That they were going. This is their map. This is I think it was the highest win rate map they have. Let me see real quick. Yeah, it is their highest win rate map. So this is to be expected. I think if the next. I don't really know what the next map is going to be because I think Solar's going to get the pick here on the next map. Is Gravity going to get this early kill on Crimson here on that window? Very, very close there. Solar full buying out with those Vesins. They're trying to keep Indomitable from getting their 6th round and getting that lead and forcing them into a tie. A major buy here from Indomitable since they have such a strong eco. They're able to buy a bunch of util. Will that be the game changer here? A commit from Dan and Frostbite getting that bedroom wall open. EDO is going to be our flank from the bottom floor here. Gravity able to find Brabadabado. Stewart going down to Dan from that wall bank. Gravity getting called out there. Able to recommit into the engine room. Dr. Turt watching from that window. EDO hunting for that flank. Trying to get the shots here. Who is going to find the kill? Will it be EDO or will it be Turt? Turt's watching that angle. EDO is not watching that angle. Dr. Turt is able to find the refrag. Crimson going down to EDO there. Works repositioning to the back of that B side. Able to find Frostbite. Putting that EMP down. That nade going way out. It's not able to find Works, though. Dr. Turt able to commit. Works hunting for that kill. Is not going to find it. Turt able to find one. Dan able to find the refrag or the kill on Parrot. Putting Gravity in a 1v2 in A site. Looking for for some kills here. Trying to regain control of that B site. Dr. Turt able to put that EMP down. The time is now in Indomitable's favor. Those blind fires from Gravity are not going to find. Gravity's position getting nailed down, getting called down. Dr. Turt getting aggressive. Is able to find the kill on Gravity. Indomitable getting their 6th win. And now forcing Solar to have to fight for the tie. The match is now in Indomitable's favor. They have a lead by 3. And look at the util from Indomitable here. Able to buy all out Vezins. They're able to buy all the util they want. Parrot kind of with that Hail Mary. You see this a lot. You see that from Works and Stewart. You see this a lot, especially when you're behind by this much, especially on this map. Those Canuts coming out. It's not a bad idea. It does work sometimes. If you put it in the right hands, those Canuts can be dangerous. If you've ever played Breachers, if you've ever fought a bot with a Canut, it's one of the scariest experiences you can have. Kind of a split up play from Indomitable here, but they can afford to lose a couple rounds here if they play a little more crazy on the crazy side or the silly side. That wall getting primed up on A site. I think they have the wall set up on B site too. They do. That B site getting opened up. Dr. Turret able to find Gravity hunting for that run out. Those nades going in the back of the side. It's not going far enough, though. Parrot in the armory here. Crimson committing to that angle. Parrot on that flank. Able to find Crimson. Shutting that side down. EDO able to find Dr. Turret. Shutting down this side. Dan able to find EDO on that refrag. Stewart in that red engine room with that Knut in hand. Dan able to completely commit to that side. Works close behind that mill machine. I don't think they know Dan is there yet. A 3v3 evened out game here. Dan committing to that offside. Able to go fast enough to completely catch. Works off guard. Stewart still in that red engine room. A complete side takeover by Indomitable. Can they get the final round here and shut out the match? Stewart moving on that flank. That EMP going down. Pirate moving alone. Frostbite able to find a kill on Stewart. Pirate moving slowly around that outside angle. Is able to find Frostbite. Bravadavido hunting for that refrag. Parrot. Wow. Every time. Repositioning here. Hunting for that shot. It's not able to find. Indomitable getting that 7th round and shutting down Solar's retake. Getting that 7th round and that win for map 2. Now the game is in their hands. Or it's in Indomitable's hands. We called this out earlier. They have the high win percentage here. They had the advantage. Oh, are they only gonna play 2 maps? It looks like all of us Solar just left. Wow. Alright, that was not what I expected at all. An immediate leave there. Well played from both sides. Definitely fun to see. Especially for my first cast with Indomitable and Solar. First time casting for these two teams. Didn't really know what to expect to come into this. But Indomitable just completely able to retake. Coming off of that tie. That first round tie. They were winning the map tonight. Or they're winning the match tonight because of that win they got. On map 2 here. A very interesting match all around. Even though it was kind of spontaneous, it was still very interesting to watch and very what's the word? I completely lost it. But it was interesting to watch. It was cool to see both sides, the shutdowns from Solar, the retakes from Indomitable, the tie on Hideout. Interesting to see. You don't see that a lot. Map 1 was interesting because both the teams were fresh to each other, I guess. Which is a warm-up map, I guess. I wonder if Solar had gotten to pick the map, and if Indomitable was not able to get the map that they are best at. Could the game's turnout be different? Because it was a very close game for both sides. I guess we'll have to see in a future match. Very interesting from both sides here. Very well played from both. Wrong button there. Very interesting to watch from both sides. Very interesting. Very close match. Well done from both sides.